What is happening, everybody? We are back, baby. What's up? 50th stream, man. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully everyone can hear me just fine. Looks like the levels are pretty good. If I'm not talking loud enough, please let me know. Looks like Becky was first in the chat. Appreciate you. Welcome. That's right, number 50. Thanks, CB. CB in here. Crooked Orchids. Alright, what's going on? Tess in there. The Queen. KO says Drew's mixing his blue drinks for Friday. That's right. That's right, I was. I got a couple drinks here. We've got the standard blue drink. We are ready for Friday. We are matching the room. The vibes are present, okay? But we do have a couple of special things here. I think we can handle those right here at the beginning. So I've got answer my DMs. Okay. I've got a couple things here from the which one do you want, Tess? Alexander Drought says, Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. We got kind of a fun topic here today where we will laugh at other people's misfortunes where they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on something that turned out to be of dubious quality. So I definitely have plenty of that. But oh, so I can send the video. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's yeah, let's see. Probably one that I can get to. Oh yeah. Okay, here, I'll send it to you. That way we can get it on this. Sorry, y'all. So we've got a couple things here we need to, there you go. We need to cover. So number one, we were talking about in the Discord, the limited edition. Also, in case you haven't noticed, we do have some new music today. So there's this limited edition Reese's Big Cup peanut butter and jelly flavor, okay? Will brought this up in the Discord, and I was like, what is this sorcery? Okay? Now, I believe he tried the, oh, okay, that's the song. I thought I was hearing something weird in my mic. So, I believe he tried the, grape, okay? So I was able to find the grape. I found a huge display of these things finally. It took several different places going to find it, but so we've got the grape and the much coveted strawberry, okay? So we're gonna try both of those things. And I also got Alex Drought says, that does actually sound good. I liked the caramel ones. Okay, so when I was looking, I found a ton of the caramel ones. There's one called like lava cake or lava whatever. There's chocolate sauce on the top of it, I guess. And then there's one that is for Easter. It's called Spring Sprinkles. Look for that one in a couple weeks because I'm sure it's going to go on sale. So you can get that thing on, like, clearance, you know? That's right, KO balling in the jams. Hopefully the levels on everything are good. I didn't realize that the music was a little bit loud there. We got our first two comments from people like outside of the friend group, and I was like, of course, the first person is like, I can hear the videos, but your mic volume's terrible. So hopefully we fix that. I apologize to that person, and thank you for watching. Yeah, I don't know. I guess YouTube is spreading me around a little bit for some reason. That getting fired because of TikTok stream ended up being pretty popular. I have no idea why. KO says, "OMG, outsiders." Yeah, it was crazy. Somebody was like, "Hey, turn up your mic volume." I was like, "What? People are listening to me talk right now?" So that's pretty cool. Yes, that's right, Becky. We have them. We were talking about that last time. We had a couple. They call that affectionately in the streaming community. They call that lurking when you are watching the stream and not in the chat, and that's fine. But feel free to say hi if you are in there. So, one thing we need to check out here. I wanted to go back to the Aspen trip, the viral Aspen trip, okay? And our friend, Tess says, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't send my video, outsiders." Okay. I mean, I can edit it for you if you have something in there that's like, you know, reveals your location or something like that. But yes, our queen has made an instructional video for us on how to get these looks. So I look forward to seeing that. Yeah. So here's our friend. Remember, she insisted. She went on the viral trip, the Aspen trip, and her friend was paying for her. But she caught a lot of heat for ordering this tequila, which I had never had before, called 1942 Don Julio, okay? And so Tess says, "Nope, just me being a weirdo like always." Oh, great. Hey, that's what we love. That's, you know, you guys sit here and watch me, so I definitely support any of y'all's content creation. KO says, "Oh, I love instructions. I don't listen, but I hear them." Okay, yeah. See, I don't know anything about, you know. I think we should, as men, we should have a general knowledge of makeup and stuff. So I was curious about that. But so this girl, she liked this specific drink called 1942, and I looked it up, and apparently it's super expensive. Okay, the big bottle of it was big money, and so I got the little tiny like 2-shot bottle so that we can try this thing. But for a refresher, this channel is Brutal Honesty. Okay, she is the one who compiled all of the footage for us to be able to have an accessible version of that story. KO says, "Oh, for makeup, I could use a tip." Okay, great. See, that's awesome, Tess. You already got an audience. Okay, so here is Ms.1942 explaining her nickname, and then also Brutal Honesty will give you a little bit of a recap of the story in case you don't remember the context of this.
That was...
Oh, we don't have the thing up loud enough. Let's get over to the right controls here. Lord have mercy.
I've been drinking coffee.
There we go. That's an old one. Okay.
wasn't a lot. If you had your card, why would you say you didn't have the funds? You spent more than you thought you would spend to get down there due to you missing a flight. It wasn't on the pilot, it was on you. Now, she did encourage you to come down there, but this idea that you had money and she didn't need to do anything for you isn't true. Because
so she's kind of bringing up the context of this next part. Alexander Drought says, I used to be a tequila guy before whiskey. Don Julio is good, but you can do better for the money. Try Milagro. See, I've had the regular Don Julio, like the kind that comes in a clear bottle or whatever. I don't know what the different kinds are called, but I had never had this 1942. But I'm with the comments. If someone else is paying for you, I would not order this thing that is very expensive, because I'm sure it's super expensive at bars. Like, the small bottle was like $100.
because even you admitted your budget was tight.
That I drink Don Julio. My nickname, for God's sake, is Ms.1942, 1942, because I drink that a lot as well. Like, and it's nothing to be fun. Am I lying?
Am I lying?
No, Ms.1942.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, Miss 42, she says.
It's nothing to be like, I'm not trying to be bougie or nothing like that. That's just what I drink. So it's not like I'm
Okay, so honestly, I hope I don't like this, because it is pretty expensive. So this is what she drinks, though, and her name is Miss 1942 because of it. And I thought it must be super special if it costs that much, and she is based her whole personality around it. So we got the massive. There we go, baby. That's the real thing. 1942. Now, if I end up liking this, we had a couple people donate to the stream fund, and if this ends up being good, then I'll get a normal size bottle of this. But if not, then we can use it for whatever the next stream activity thing is. I'm still waiting for those lemon cookies to come back, CB, that we all liked from the Crumble lineup. I still haven't seen those. I considered trying the Kardashian ones, but there's so many people out there making these videos, and the cookies don't look that good, so I was like, we're just beating it up. Alex says, don't sweat it, I'm telling you. Try Milagro Anejo for $42. The single barrel, if you're feeling frisky, for $62. Okay. Alright, well, this one... Okay. I mean, it smells like cleaning solvent, so I know it's probably going to be good. I guess you just drink this right out of the little thing, huh? So, cheers. Oh my. Okay, so number one, that is one of the smoothest. I don't know if like my stream is gonna get taken down for doing this, but whatever. This is like one of the smoothest tequilas I've ever had. I mean, like, they said put it over ice or whatever. I did have this thing in the fridge, but man, that's so smooth. It tastes like the essence of a margarita, I guess. But yeah, it is so smooth. Alex says, I'll give DJ points for shaping the 50 milliliter bottle like that, right? I thought that was cute as well. So what he's referring to is that the small bottle is a replica of. This is what the large bottle looks like. It's the exact same shape, and it's got like a... I don't know if you can really see. I'm trying to get the camera to focus on this instead of me. There we go. So it has like a flat part on the front, and that's like their like signature design. So you can see my lights. Yeah, I thought that was cute too. They they switched the bottle up so that it's like a little tiny mini version of the big one. And the top, I'm sure, is probably the same deal. It's like a little... It's a little piece of wood. Little wooden, like, cork guy. I thought that was pretty cool. Nice touch, you know? The taste bottle was not very expensive. I definitely would get it. It's definitely, I think it's worth. I think it was $89 for the small bottle. So I probably will pick that up. That is delicious stuff. But yes, I agree with you, Alex. That it is cool that they shape the thing like that. But yeah, I don't know. Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. I want to hear her talking about being Ms.1942 again, because I think that's the funniest thing ever.
Your budget was tight.
That I drink Don Julio. My nickname, for God's sake, is Ms.1942, 1942, because I drink that a lot as well. Like, and it's nothing to be fun. Am I lying?
Am I lying?
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's nothing.
It's nothing to be like, you know, I'm trying to be bougie or nothing like that. That's just what I drink. So it's not like I'm on the girl tab. I knew I was gonna be on the girl tab.
I think it is a little bougie to say that that's your drink. When someone else, excuse me, when someone else is paying for you, you could probably try something else for that evening. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'll try and hold it together here. Let me know if I'm talking too loud. Okay, anyways. So, the other thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, really eat, like, a whole one of these things, because these, I don't know if Will's out there, but I haven't seen him in the chat, but these are, like, the big cup, and, like, to me, it throws off the ratio of the, like, the chocolate to peanut butter. Like, a regular size Reese's cup, I think, is perfect. I don't know if I think it's the most popular candy out there for a reason. But this potentially was a good twist. Now, I'm going to try and see, since Will isn't here, I want to pull up what Will had to say about this, and then see, if I was smart, I would have had this all ready to go, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it. But he said he tried, oh my gosh, oh wait, okay, here it is. He says, they had a strawberry one, but it was all sold out. I'm not a big fan. The jelly wasn't really jelly-like, more of like the texture of the stuff in a Cadbury cream egg, but with a little grape flavor, which is, that's not a hard sell. I mean, the Cadbury cream eggs are good, but like, hearing that description, I was like, I don't know. Alexander says, straight tequila and Reese's, dinner of champions. It's been a long week. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. That's right. Treat yourself. No, I still have the standard blue drink here too. So we're definitely treating ourselves for Friday. What are you sipping on, Alexander? You always have a fancy, thing going on over there. You're like you're a sipper. You get the scotch and like the rye whiskeys and stuff like that, right? I'm drinking toxic poison, right here, but it is delicious. And yes, it definitely was a long week, but hey, we made it through another one, baby. So today, we are gonna try these things, and alright, I'm kind of dreading it a little bit. Have any of you guys seen these PBJ Reese's anywhere? Because I had a lot of trouble finding them. They actually were, like, Will posted that picture, and I was like, okay. But then, I could not find them. I don't know where they're from. So, I traveled many places before I finally found these. But, okay, man. Let me see. Okay. Look how fat this thing is. It's a big boy. Okay, so this is... Alexander says, yes, it was an Oban single malt scotch. I don't have a tequila to match you, but I'll grab another single malt. Okay, well, hey, that sounds good. Oban single malt. I'll have to try. I don't know. I'm not like a big scotch drinker. I like whiskey. That's my thing. If I'm gonna try something weird. But okay, so here goes the grape. With that Will so eloquently told us was not good. I don't think I got a big enough bite, but okay. I definitely see what he's saying about the Cadbury cream egg thing. It's not great. I mean, peanut butter is good. Chocolate, great. Peanut butter chocolate, great. But that the fake grape in there is off-putting, and he's right. The texture of it is really strange. Like you can see the layer of the little jelly in the bottom. So, yeah, I don't know. I personally was not a fan of that one. If you like grape jelly on your PBJ, you probably would be into that thing, but that one's not for me. Now, Will also said that he had trouble finding the strawberry because they were all sold out. And we all took that to mean the strawberry's the good one. So, I was able to find the upside down, the strawberry. And as far as like flavor combinations go, I feel like strawberry works better in the peanut butter chocolate equation. CB says, why is there like 1/16 jelly and 15/16 peanut butter? This is what I'm saying. The balance is disturbed when you increase the size of the cup. Like, just even the big cup in general is too much peanut butter to me. Like, the ratio's off. Alex says, on paper that sounds great, and generally I prefer grape jam over strawberry. Okay, so you might like that one. So this one, we'll see. We'll see if they have that super thin, like, Cadbury cream jelly layer like the other one, but... Okay. This one, it seems like there's more. Did it focus? Yeah, there do. Yeah. So... Okay, that one's good. That one's actually good. I like that a lot. Sorry if my beard is a mess. So, final verdict. Grape ones, not great unless you really like that like... And I'm not talking like actual grapes. I'm talking if you like that manufactured grape flavor, that's what the other one tastes like. But that strawberry one's actually kind of nice. But yeah, still just too much peanut butter. CB says, have you tried the Reese's Thins? Those are fire. Okay, so that probably would be better because it's like a little bit less of everything, probably. Less peanut butter, less everything. I like the regular, just a regular Reese's. You know, I don't need anything crazy fancy or anything. But yeah, so that was okay. If I went to do it again, I probably would, you know, I would say the regular size one and go for the strawberry. If they have, I don't know if they have regular size ones. I was looking for the big cups only, so. KO says dark chocolate Thins in the freezer. Oh. Ooh. Okay. That's worth trying. I'll definitely try that. Now, another thing I noticed when I was looking for those, is that Reese's has a ton of products. They have a whole section in gas stations, grocery stores. There's a whole Reese's section. I went to Kroger, and they had a cardboard Reese's thing at the end of every aisle. And then in the Easter aisle, they had 4 of them. Like, it is wild over there. Oh, there's Will. Will says, I think it's only big cups. Okay. Well, yeah, I think the strawberry then. Well, thank you for joining us, Will. I appreciate you. Alexander says, okay, screw it. I cracked open a new Ben Nevis scotch. Cheers all. Ben Nevis. That sounds fancy. Is that a fancy one? That sounds good. Well, cheers to you too, sir. I will cheers to that. Cheers to the strawberry big cup. Welcome, Will, as well. Becky says, all this candy talk. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Becky. Becky's trying to adjust her sugar intake, so you can't be having a bunch of candy. I definitely get that. It's tough. There's a lot of temptations out there, and to be honest, I'm not a huge like candy person. I wouldn't normally buy stuff, but you know, once in a while it's fun. Try something new. Reese's is going insane. They have 5,000 different new products, so if you guys want to get out there and try one of their insane creations, my advice would be to check that out in like a few days after the Easter holiday is over, because then you can get all of the things that are in the Easter packaging on super discount, so you don't have to pay big and try something, you know, you might not normally try. Oh, Black Magic in the chat. Welcome, sir. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. It's the 50th stream. We're going wild in here. Eating chocolate and drinking tequila straight out of the bottle. CB says, Bex, there are a lot of decent sugar-free options. Okay, see? That's true too. There are a lot of sugar-frees out there, and you could try that, you know. Will says, I'm glad you were able to find them. I found them at Dollar General. See, I didn't look there. Where I ended up finding them was Walmart, and I don't know. I normally don't go to Walmart at all, just because it's not close to my house, and it's generally not a good experience. Maybe your local Walmart is better than mine, but I generally avoid that place, but they were the only ones who had it. So I went there for you guys. Alexander says, so far, yeah, it is very fruity with that sherry wine finish, but oh, how I want candy. Yeah, man. You know, you gotta have chocolate, peanut butter, grape, strawberry, and straight Don Julio 1942 to really, if you want to be like in shape like me, this is the dinner that you have, you know, right before a big workout. which is obviously what I do right after this. Obviously, just go for a 10-mile run and lift weights and drink Saratoga water. KO says, I always get sugar-free Jell-O for buns, and I tell him to eat it, and I think he throws them out. Oh. See, I don't generally like the sugar-free things. If it's no sugar, then fine, but I don't like those sugar substitutes like sucralose and saccharin and stuff like that. I don't enjoy the taste of that. Alexander says chocolate and bourbon is a legit fun tasting combo. Yeah, just the chocolate. I mean, I guess if you want to technically that's not chocolate, but it is in America considered chocolate. So yeah, it was okay, but the peanut butter whiskey is a good flavor combination. Chocolate whiskey is a good flavor combination. I think you could even do chocolate peanut butter whiskey or tequila and it'd be a decent flavor combination. But this, with the jelly in there, it's no offense to Jelly, our super fan Jelly out there. Jelly, now speaking of which, I wanted to bring that up. Tess says, I need help. Are you trying to choose which candy and bourbon to drink? KO, thank you. She says, Drew, you're perfect after your blue plug face wash. Yeah, exactly. We gotta dip our face in an ice bath and dive for 4 minutes into the pool and and rub a banana right on the face. That's the key to success, or rub the banana. But yeah, no offense to Jelly out there, but the Jelly is messing it up in this. It is, I cannot have strawberry tequila. It's not good, folks. It's not good. KO says purple. Yeah, it tastes like purple. That's a good that's a good analogy. Okay, Tess says, no, the stupid video file is too big. I cut it up and it's still too big. Okay, so the easiest way to do it would be to upload it to YouTube. And if you don't want anyone else to be able to see it, upload it as unlisted, which means that only people who have the link to the video would be able to find the video. And then just send me the link and I can play it. And then YouTube takes the giant file and we don't have to worry about mixing things up. And then also that will preserve the video quality as well. Because sometimes when you send it through email or whatever, it will compress things so badly that the quality won't be good anymore. So yeah, just try and upload it to YouTube with the highest resolution possible. And upload it as unlisted and send me the link. And if you can't find that, that's in your top right of your YouTube app. You can go in there to upload videos. KO says blender time. That's right. Get the blender out. Vid quality is key. Yes. Man, KO, you know about Blender? Are you talking about Blender, the software? You using Blender over there? Look at you, dude. Jeez. Might take some time to load, but we have time. Yeah, absolutely, man. I got the time. If you're uploading on mobile, it'll be pretty fast, especially if you're on Wi-Fi. But yeah, so I made sure to come early tonight so we could have some time to hang, you know, for our 50th stream here, dude. I'm stoked. This is nuts. I didn't know what to think about this. I definitely wasn't sure that I'd be able to keep it going for this long, but it's been cool, and I have a great time doing it, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it too. So yeah, man, it's cool. Keep the blue drinks going. Keho says, "Oh no, yeah, it's all right. We'll get it figured out. I think uploading it to YouTube's probably the quick solution. Um, oh, you were talking about when you make a margarita with the chocolate cups. Yeah, you know when you make you actually could, I think, put a little chocolate, maybe like a rim. Could you do? What if we had like a warm like melted chocolate? You dip the glass into it, and then you put that baby in the freezer, and then you serve the drink in that, and it's like a salt rim for a margarita, except it's got the little shell of chocolate on there. Use that you know, the melting chocolate, so it'll have that nice like crisp shell on it. The same kind I use to make those gross hot chocolate Easter egg things that I tried. Yeah, if you guys are speaking of that, since it's actually Easter coming up, if you have kids and you want tips on how to make those little chocolate Easter egg bomb things, I can definitely show you how to do that. It's the stupidest thing I've ever made, but it actually worked. Are you talking about... Oh, boy. No. Yes, it would be kind of like that. Yes, KO. I don't know if I can say those words, but... it would be a chocolate rim occupation. I think it could be good. You know, if it you put it in the freezer and it hardens to a shell, so it's not like falling off, and kind of like the drink is just like passing over it, so you get a little... Like, it's on the inside of the glass, you know what I mean? So the drink just kind of passes over it as you drink it, so you get that subtle chocolate flavor, but it's not too much. I like these new songs. This is kind of throwing me off, but it's cool. I added some new music because when the playlist runs out, Spotify just starts playing whatever, and it's gotten me like a bunch of copyright notices, so I'm trying to avoid that mess. But yeah, so today I thought we'd talk about the newest fad in content creation, which is the terrible quality of new construction homes in the United States. And there are just a whole cast and crew of characters who are making money off of this idea. And it's wild. They all have different jobs, but they are blowing up. KO says, and then you have to lick it. That's right. Oh, shoot. That's so funny. Yeah. KO is a content creator of a different kind, if you can't guess from her chats. I would love to promote it, but I'm not allowed to talk like that on YouTube. But yes, so... So what kind of introduced me to this theory was there's a channel on YouTube called Mary Betsy, okay, and she does documentaries, okay. KO says, hey, yo, nope, don't do that. Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble here. KO says, OMG, we're just getting to the topic. Yeah, no, it's a short topic tonight, because I knew we'd be like, you know, doing chatting stuff. So this channel, Mary Betsy, on YouTube, she does these documentaries, and I saw this one a year ago when it came out, and now people are just capitalizing on this topic so much. So this is, her thing is about a particular home builder called D.R. Horton, and they are the most prolific home builder in the United States. They build a lot of houses. And she did a whole 2-part documentary on YouTube. It's about an hour to watch the whole thing. And she covers kind of the issues with D.R. Horton and why it's a bad thing. And I think that we can extrapolate that to other kind of home builders because they're all kind of doing the same stuff, at least in the kind of economy end of the housing market. And so here's just a quick example of some people who had a little bit of a hard time with their new construction homes.
I'd like to say thank you to D.R. Horton for the beautiful water feature. Woo!
One of the primary causes of serious damage in the home is water.
Your front and backyards are designed to help rainfall flow away from your foundation.
Let's get out in here, show you all the depths of this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'd be upset if that was my new house, I think. You know, I think regardless of what you paid for the house, you probably don't expect to have any kind of issues like that. But one of the most important things that she brought to light that a lot of people didn't necessarily know was a thing that I'm really familiar with because I'm in the construction industry, so I see this all the time. But turns out a lot of homeowners weren't realizing that they were, in order to get the construction price down on these homes, is they stopped using OSB as the sheathing for the house. Okay, see, on a home you have like the 2x4 framing, then you have wood on the outside. That's the sheathing, and the sheathing's job is to provide shear value so that the house doesn't like wobble side to side when the wind blows. And if you're using cardboard instead of wood, that's an issue. And here it is. Here's this stuff. Now I think they have their own brand. They've sprayed like their own branded stuff on there. But yeah, Thermoply is just a brand of this stuff. It's basically 1/4 inch fiberboard cardboard sheeting.
With this hole. That's what he's talking about. That's what he's meaning. This is literally cardboard. That's going to be the outside structure. There's no wood.
Cardboard? What?
Now in that shot, it was actually installed properly. See how they had it doubled over? You have to have a certain amount of overlap with this stuff in order for it to pass as code. But this actually is, it does work as code for sheathing. So this is just an example of the kind of gross stuff that you would find in these houses.
Board. Literally the worst building product in America. It's this cardboard sheathing. This stuff.
Yeah, you should not be able to tear
garbage.
the stuff your
this,
house
believe
is
it or
made
not, is structural sheathing.
Now, there's another example of a person who's made a lot of money on these new construction build topics. That's Matt Reisinger. Okay, he has a channel called The Build Show. So if you want to learn about new, like actual new construction tactics, techniques, he's a good guy for that. But kind of the better stuff is when it all goes wrong, and that's when it's funny. And here's a nice satire video I found that actually is like very true. Almost too much truth here for this person, I think, who has bought their own D.R. Horton home.
Oh, hey, before you finish the flooring right there, there's a rock. It's good. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Do this all the time. They literally never notice at the blue tape and they end up fixing it themselves. Their kids will have so much fun with that. Let's do it all the day long. Yeah, so I put this door stop in here, but I did it like 2 inches to the left. Yeah, so we've got one closet here that stretches the entire length of the main bedroom. And if you just don't stand too close to it, you won't feel anything. And it's not in the warranty, so.
That's not in the warranty, of course. Will says, and I thought OSB was bad. Yeah. Now, what I prefer to see on a house is called zip system. But you know, if you're not going to see zip system if you're in a neighborhood where they have thermoply.
They'll hit their wall every time. Visiting Uncle Joe at the asylum, and the walls painted the same color as drywall, and I said, you know what? Slap that on every fucking house we build. Our women like clothes, so I went ahead and threw in an extra closet here and no windows. Give them a coupon for 1 free gallon of Sherwin-Williams paint.
Oh.
I know we are considering these lights.
See, and a big reason that they do that, they paint everything white and flat white, not a sheen, is because it hides the flaws in the drywall, so you don't have to do as much repair work in order to make it look nice. Yeah, I'm sure, KO, I'm sure your house is in way better shape than a lot of these ones we're going to see here. Will says, I've been seeing a lot of that around here. The zip system, the green, I really like that. It's got, they even have ones where there's 2 inches of insulation on the back side of it. You know, and then you put your rain screen over top of that, and then your cladding goes on. That's amazing. That's a great way to build, you know, really super solid envelope. But yeah, this cardboard stuff, as soon as it gets wet, it's ruined. You know, if OSB gets wet, it can dry out and it'll be fine. But yeah, this cardboard stuff is no good. KO said her house is brick from the 40s, and we had to put insulation over the years. Yeah, hey, if your house was built in the 40s, it's probably amazing. You know, it's got good bones. Just keep fixing it. Will says they'll be putting this stuff on campers, and they're already built like crap nowadays. Yeah, it would be perfect for that because it's super lightweight. Tess says her videos are uploading right now, and it's 3 videos because she already had them cut up. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. So... Oh, okay, she wasn't done.
Recessed. We don't work with things that aren't in the warranty. I want it to always encapsulate the vibe of a Bath and Body Works and a porta potty. However, that one is hanging down. They never look up during the blue tape walkthroughs, and that's not in the warranty, so I wouldn't worry about it. Do you know what I could do with 1 gallon of paint? Not a lot. Oh, hey, before you finish the flooring right there, there's a rock.
Yeah, so that's painfully true for people who have bought some of these new houses. Now, here is... oh, I think I did pull that up. Here's that stuff as an example for y'all. This is the product that they're using. It's called 1/8 thermoply, and it's $25 a sheet, which is interesting because you can get OSB for like $15 a sheet if you get super low grade, which they of course will because they'll get the lowest quality everything. And that's kind of the hard thing, is to build a house cheaply. You can't use the super expensive materials and finishes, but the more you try to save and trim down, you're taking out things that are important, you know? Will says older homes were built to last. It'll outlast my home for sure. Yeah, these houses that are built in the last 20 years are keeping me in business, because most of the work that I do, repair and remodeling work, is on newer homes, not on old homes. It's wild. KO says, yep, I have a weeping wall in the basement, and that's all I have to fix with the foundation. Hey, you know what? It's okay. If you have a French drain system, sometimes that is how they are meant to work. But it's still standing, more importantly. If you had a poured wall foundation like a lot of these people, you definitely would be in a way worse situation. But here's a guy trying to sell us on why the Will says his was built in 99-2000. See, you might actually have real wood though. You might have real wood. Thermoply wasn't really big until the last couple of years. But this guy is about to tell us why thermoply is so good for business.
T-ply. Some may call it thermoply. That's its technical name. What it is, structural sheathing. We put T-ply up on shear walls on the corners of the house, and there's green T-ply that we put on the remainder of the house, and it's basically just used as a backing so we can spray insulation. T-ply.
Now, he is saying that he's using it as a backing so he can spray insulation, but that's kind of misrepresenting it because they're also using it as the structural sheathing on the exterior of the house.
It's better than OSB because it's lighter, thinner, fire resistant, and it's just as strong as OSB for shear walls. Hey.
He barely got through that one without laughing. It's just as strong as OSB for a shear wall. Really, I mean, you could punch right through this stuff. It's cardboard, my man. You know, and it is way better than OSB because it's easy to cut. You can cut it with a child's pair of scissors, and you don't have to use big scary nails to put it up. You just staple it right to the stud and then keep moving. KO says, yes, we're trying to do that one day. Hey, that's okay. You know, keep chipping away at it. That's a good thing. But yeah, I thought, go figure, Trophy Signature Homes, go figure that they would be fans of this crazy stuff. But one of my favorite guys that does these inspections, because one of the big ways that people make content about homes is inspections. And I've got two guys that I love watching their inspections, okay? And this first guy is called Gold Star Inspections. And you might have seen his videos. His tagline is, "That ain't right." So he goes through the whole house and he finds all of the problems. And I just absolutely love his channel. But here is, for the people who think that this only happens when you get a budget home, this is only, you know, this only happens on the $300,000 cheap economy builds, you know, which if $300,000 sounds like a lot to you, then don't try and build a house, okay? Because if you want to build a nice semi-custom home, it's going to be $800 something minimum to have a quality build. So when you're trying to get a home that's $300,000, $400,000 to make it affordable family living, they're going to have to cut corners. And how do they cut those corners? Well, cardboard sheathing is one of those ways. So here's an example of a 7-figure home and some issues that he found there.
Oh, look at this. It's a beautiful house. New construction. Let me show you what we're looking at. This is for everybody who thinks home inspections on new construction homes is a waste of time and money. Let me show you what we're looking at.
He said, for the people who think that inspections on a new home are a waste of time and money. The reason he said that is because everyone in the room, when you go to buy a home, the builder, the realtor, everyone is saying, oh, it's a brand new house. You don't need an inspection. Don't worry about it. You're spending your hard-earned money. Get 2 inspections, okay? And don't use an inspector that was recommended by your realtor or your builder. Because when inspectors get recommendations from realtors, it's, in my opinion, a conflict of interest. I get referrals from realtors, but I'm not involved in the transaction of actually selling the home. I just fix things that are wrong, you know, in remedy or whatever. The buyer wants A, B, and C repaired before he'll agree to buy the home, so I'll do things like that. Now, the problem with inspectors is if they keep flagging problems on homes and ruining deals, the realtor will not call them anymore, and then they won't make any more money. So they're going to obviously have incentive to pass all of these homes. And also the builder, same deal. They're getting a kickback in terms of repeat business from these people in exchange for looking the other way on the major stuff and just throw a few little things on there to show they did their job and then keep it moving. So yeah, this is a $1 million home right here, okay?
So looking at this back wall, there are little signs of water intrusion around there. It's hard to see on this camera.
Now, yeah, it is. It's right there on the corner. You can see where it's been wet and dried, and then also it's affected that that leg of the door molding.
But I saw it and I was just thinking, maybe there was pressure washing up there and some water got in there, right?
Could be.
Well, we break out the infrared camera.
Oh my God. See, this is why you need to have a good inspector, okay? Tess says, okay, all set. Check the Discord. I just made them public. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so look at this. So he shows this heat. This is infrared, and he's showing this blue here. That's water sitting on top of the drywall. So if you are calling a home inspector and they say they don't do infrared inspections, call a different home inspector.
We got water intrusion all up there.
And you would have signed on the dotted line because the house looks beautiful and never known. And then in 6 months or a year when the warranty inspections already happened, it's too late. It's too late to fix all of these things. You're not going to get a new roof at that point.
All up there. Next, we use the moisture reader.
I have that same moisture reader. That's a good tool.
And we put it up here. Look at that.
Oh,
that's
goodness.
wet.
Oh, yeah. Now, when it says overload, just to give you an idea, anything over like 5% and below is fine. That's like ambient moisture, drying paint, etc. 10% is kind of like, oh, okay, look around that area. 30% and higher, it's been wet recently, and you're close to where the water is. If it says overloaded, that means there's actual water on the other side of that device. Will says the inspector we hired saved us from buying a home. He said he couldn't tell me not to buy the house. He said that 3 times. So he told me without actually telling me. Yeah, and that's, man, what a great guy. And you should save that guy's number, because if you ever have another inspection you need done, you need someone like that with integrity to do it. Because the inspector really is the guy who can make or break the deal, and realtors know that, and builders know that. So if you have a really thorough person, they're gonna do whatever they can to prevent that person from doing a full inspection. Sometimes they won't let them on the roof, sometimes they won't let them in the attic, but none of that is correct. The inspector should be able to go everywhere. Will says, I used him again for sure. Absolutely, yeah. KO says, Drew, how do I show or hide comments? How do you show or hide comments? Like in the chat, I think you can click on the little 3 dots next to it and remove a chat message. Yeah, absolutely.
All that wet. I can guarantee you the builder didn't know about that.
And another thing that they do is that wall and the ceiling are all textured, and they use that texture to cover up flaws and problems. And it worked, almost. Becky says they use drones to look at the roof. Yes, they do. That's definitely a good way to do it. Especially if you have a slate roof or something that you can't walk very easily. But yeah, But yeah, this guy Gold Star, he catches everything. Like, literally everything.
I mean, yeah, come on, come on.
Okay, so these are hold-down bolts. That goes on the sill plate of the wall, and that's to keep that's to prevent uplift. And that bolt should be tightened down, not finger tight.
All right, see that?
Okay, now right here, his the hole is supposed to be in the center of the stud there. And if not, then you're supposed to have a protection plate on that side. So it looks like the electrician just forgot to put his protection plates.
That's real close. Your nail plate. All right, see how this gas line is strapped in?
Yeah, that's good.
This one is not.
Oh no. You can't just be all loose with the gas line.
And yeah, we got support. We got 3 up there. We got 3 right here supporting.
But they cut them short. Look at that. I could see it a mile away. So in order for load to bear on something, it has to actually bear onto it, and none of these things aren't even touching the board there. That's a pretty big problem.
But it's a nice gap up there. And every 6 feet you need a strap on that sill plate.
Yes. So the straps do a similar thing to the to those hold down bolts. Becky says, my kid had an inspection on a house and they took a drone up and looked at the roof and it failed due to the roof. See? And that's good. It's good that they got up there. And the reason that they are starting to use drones too is, let's say the roof was actually really bad and the sheathing was bad in the center of it, or there was a soft spot. When they got up there, they could fall through or potentially cause damage to the home. So it's better to use the drone anyways. But in my opinion, the drone's not always going to see everything, but usually it does. And thankfully it did in your case. That's awesome. Okay. So, KO says, don't worry. I wanted to block. I don't. Oh, I see. Yeah. I don't know how you do that. But yes, yeah, they definitely be using the drones now. But yeah, here. So,
hoping that's what that's for. And last but not least.
Yeah, big giant. There's no protection plates right there.
Need a big old nail plate right there. Guess what, guys? All those findings was on this one wall. That ain't right.
That ain't right, guys. All those things were on one wall. Can you imagine how many things that guy found in just that house? And that's new construction, man. This is crazy stuff. So not having an inspector, and during like the whole like pandemic and all of that stuff, when houses were going wild and people were just buying stuff left and right and throwing out insane offers like 50,000 over ask and whatever, no inspection, let's just get the deal done. Now they're all paying the price. Will says, my inspector climbed up on the roof and checked all the shingles. He crawled under the home in the crawl space, and that's where he found termite damage on the main beam of the house, and that's why we didn't buy the house. Wow. See, that's great, man. That's great that he saved you there. Oh man, it's starting to get dark outside. There we go. We got the light now, baby. Yeah. See, that's great. That's another example of why you need a good inspector. And there's one other guy that's a really good inspector that I like a lot, and his name is Sci-Fi. Because his last name is, or his first name is Sci. So Sci-Fi Inspections, I think, is the name of his channel. But what he does is he walks through the neighborhood of where he's inspecting, and then he shows common issues in the area.
Remember this loose wall? Whoops. Well, I'm back, and I'm doing the neighbor's home. And I don't know why these builders get so much hate, because if you take away the minimum standards, they actually do a pretty good job. Let me prove it. You sick and tired of people climbing your wall? I promise you, they're only gonna climb this one once. One day.
Yeah, that was sketchy. That looked like a dry-laid block wall there.
Damaged truss. Who cares? Our homes are over-engineered anyways. Why would anyone care if your shower is sloped to the drain? Mold isn't real, and even if it were, it would just die in our heat.
Yeah, so you have to have a minimum 1/8 slope towards the drain on your shower pan, or else water will puddle up on the pan. And that ledge is supposed to be slanted in toward the shower this way, and then actually level the other way. So I don't know what he's showing.
Well, Si, what about all my bent window frames?
Oh no.
Well, that's where you put the crowbar to jam the windows in place.
Yeah, almost every single one of these windows, the welds are broken, and on all those plastic tubs, the tubs are broken.
That's normal. Those welds aren't broken. That's just typical wear and tear. Broken riser? Oh, please, that's for ventilation. That's going to stop that electrical from overheating and burning your home down. So what? We didn't finish your stucco. We're only human. Good. Hollow sounding tiles don't indicate an installation issue.
What he's pointing out there is that there's no thin set underneath those tiles where he's getting the hollow sound, and these are new construction homes.
They sound different. Remember this loose wall?
So if you are into that stuff, check out Sci-Fi Inspections. Tess. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's see if I can pull up the video here. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is number 1. Okay. All right. We have our queen. We have the queen's video. Okay, we got it. Hopefully the volume's good. I'll have that up. Okay. All right, so here's our queen and her makeup tutorial. Bad Will says, I like the guy who says that's a whole lot of nope. I like that guy too. And another guy another guy I really like is called Inspection Time on TikTok. And he is...
I just pulled up to this new construction.
He's really funny. Like, he roasts these places and has some pretty funny jokes as he goes. But the kind of stuff that he finds is just insane, man. This was another guy I wanted to
really
highlight. This is Aaron Davis's channel. Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely nuts. So, check out, where is it? Let me
It's
find
2025. There ain't gonna be nothing wrong with new construction.
Yes. So that's his channel, Aaron Davis, on TikTok, if you want to check him out. But let's go to Tessa from the chat, who has made us an instructional video on how to get the looks. Here we go.
Okay. So, I'm really broken out because I'm a female.
Hey, that's okay.
I use this toner.
KO says, ooh, I love his hand tats. Yeah, I know. That's how you can tell it's his video when someone else rips off his video, because his hand tattoos are always in there in the corner. See, okay. You got pretty good lighting too. I like this. I like this setup here.
Not too bad.
If you're just joining us, we're learning
says
about
that keeps your
skincare
Skin healthy and balanced.
from Tessa.
And another point of it, it cleans my face. And then I use serum.
Serum. Okay. That sounds really safe.
It says that it boosts hydration and reveals fresh, plump skin.
Okay. Okay, so you just like... Oh, okay. No, you know what? I've seen people put this on. In that video that we were talking about with the...
Rub it in.
I don't know. We've done a few of the cosmetic videos, but yeah. Okay, so the serum we're moisturizing. I like this. I like this idea. Now, I feel like the serum is a thing that a dude could use, and it's not gonna... It's not gonna throw you off, you know? You're not gonna look like you're wearing makeup or anything on the construction site. No.
It's like sticky.
Oh, okay. But that's probably good. You want that like primer for the makeup to like
moisturizer on, lotion.
Like bond on there. I don't know. I don't know about makeup. I know about paint.
Pretty dried up. Which only takes a second.
What I like about this though,
Sorry, I'm being quiet.
Tessa says skincare is good for males too.
Laying down for a nap.
Absolutely agree. We all need to moisturize, you know?
Skin thing, just rub it in.
Okay. See, I like that we're not getting like aggressively sold products here, because that's my biggest problem with these, with the genre, is that.
And of course the bags, because Mom.
Oh, okay. That's the 2 hours of sleep prevention
I have really
technique.
dry
Okay.
skin in spots, so I like to make sure I moisturize. Okay, and yes, I use a lot of e.l.f. products because they're cheap and they work.
Okay. Good
Primer.
tip. Primer.
So this you put on before your makeup.
Okay.
It helps smooth your pores, so your makeup lays flatter, smoother.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you get that like porcelain look that they have in like the in the advertisements.
Everywhere.
Okay, so Tess, Tess says sales pitch. Yeah. So where can we find the elf stuff? Is this all from the internet, or is this like widely available in stores?
Makeup stick to your face, and then
Okay, so we got this. We got the primer ready, nice and sticky.
you'll take a beauty blender,
Okay.
sponge, filthy.
I have like 50 of those. I
I
know.
always put soap on mine
Okay.
before, but you want to use it damp. And also washes the sticky stuff off of them.
Okay. So the beauty blender, I feel like, is important.
damp
Does
and
the
then
does the brand of the blender matter? Tess says Walmart, online drugstores. It's cheap. Okay, so the elf is widely available product. Okay, great. Like that.
Okay, so see it's bigger now. It's a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go to video 2. Now, Tess, my only critique I think you could do to make it better, if you have this option, I'm not sure how iPhones work, but what you do is put the screen so it's looking at your face, and then on the Android phones, the way you do it is you tap your face on the screen and then lock the focus so that it doesn't keep like my camera, you can see if I move around, it's set to like autofocus, so it'll adjust to like wherever I am. But if you lock your focus, then we'll be able to see more detail on your face to see the things that you're doing. But it's really good quality here from the phone. Tess says, I don't know, I don't spend a lot of money on makeup products. I use a Samsung. Oh, you have a Samsung too. Okay. So on the Samsung, you can hold on your face until the little circle turns yellow, and that'll lock the exposure and the focus on your face. Okay, so let me see if I can go to... Oh, that's cool. Where's the... I want to find the second video here. Oh, here we go.
Acne, pigmentation.
Okay.
Black eye.
Tess says, "Oh, next time." No, these are great.
So I just.
I'm
put
just.
it under my eyes,
Oh, okay.
and
No,
then
see, this is good.
right where
You can
my
see.
dry acne.
You can see
is,
really well,
and
actually. The lighting is awesome.
Ooh, so fancy. And you just dab until you're blended. Aggressively, of course.
Aggressively, of course. Okay. All right. So you got to dab, spread everything in. Okay. I love this.
You see how it's covering up.
See, okay, so KO says lock yourself. KO also said I'm already at too much work. Okay, so you're like a light makeup girl. I got you.
Eyelash.
That's all right. To each their own. I think everyone has a different preference, you
big
know.
cystic acne because, you know.
Well, it's because you're so young.
So try to cover that.
No one's looking at that, Tess.
Same thing.
Okay.
Kind of blend it out.
Okay, so the sponge is critical. The sponge is doing most of the work here.
All right. And after I do the concealer.
Do you just use the same sponge the whole time?
This is
or do you have multiple, like, different shapes of ones you use for certain things? KO says, I do eyeshadow max. Okay. The vice president also does the eyeshadow. KO says, Drew, I am your age, sir. Aw. I don't believe you. See, I like this. Look at the difference. Wow.
I noticed that the makeup girls on the internet don't put foundation on their eyelids, but I do because I have nice dark bags all around my eyes.
Okay. So that's like a personal preference thing. I got you. All right.
Get under the chin.
We're learning here. We're learning.
Let's see how it's covering my dry pigmentation.
KO says, I will never hold a sponge for my face. What year were you born? And go. We are the same age, KO. I just, you look very young. So does Tess. Tess is very young. She's younger than
I'm
us.
a solid color.
Will says, you look way younger than me, KO, and I'm a year younger than you. Aw. No, buddy, dude, you and your wife look so young too. Man, I saw that picture you guys posted not that long ago.
That makes like shadows.
Yeah, everybody in the chat is good looking. Tess says, I didn't go into details about what the products really do. Hey, that's okay. You know, you gotta save some content for future videos.
Your face, I don't know, your cheeks look higher, is what they tell me.
Okay, make the cheeks look higher.
And
See, I've seen this.
Hairline, and then I do a couple under the chin.
And this is how you do. Is this like how you do the shaping, kind of like contouring, whatever they call it? I don't know. I'm gonna use all the wrong words and confuse everyone.
And I kind of blot and blend. See, it's not really that much of a difference. It just adds a little bit of dimension to the face.
Okay. Okay, I see. I see. That is super subtle. Like, I would have never
helps hide the
noticed
chip.
that. Not that I would notice anything, but, you know, but this is, yeah.
Up here just makes it look like, you know.
See, right there, when you turn to the light, like, you can already tell how much different you look than the start. It's crazy.
Makes your forehead look smaller.
Oh, it makes the forehead look smaller. Okay.
Okay.
KO says, I honestly love the fact that I can pick up and go. Will says, I'm getting a lot of gray in my beard. Me too, brother.
I just do what?
I feel like I went and saw my family, and my uncle was like, what is this? What happened here? And I was like, man, I don't know. It's like it came snuck up on me so fast, you know? It's like I'm torn. Like, do you try the maybe Tess could make me a tutorial about how to dye your hair properly, because these guys with the Just for Men's and all that stuff, like, I'm afraid of like looking weird if I try that stuff. Have you tried any of these products, Will? So far I have not. KO says, I find the makeup amazing. Yeah, me too, dude. We have the third video right here. I'm pulling it up right now. I just clicked off so that you guys don't see my Discord. Tess says, easy, I got you. Okay. See, because, like, what I'm thinking is, like, it's really just, like, it's not even, like, my whole beard. It's just the hair that grows, like, out of, like, right here in this area. It's so strange. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just genetics, but it's a wild thing. KO says, do a fun color. Okay. Like a different color than not blend to match my other hair at all. Like blue or something. Just a blue, just a streak lightning bolt down my... Will says, I don't really care about the gray. I'm not interested in dyeing it. Yeah, that's generally how I've been, but I don't know. Recently, like, I don't know if it's I don't know what forces are conspiring to make me consider this, but I was thinking about it a little bit recently, so I don't know. Maybe we'll try that out. I'm not sure how permanent it is either, so like that's another thing I want to know about. Like, is it gone in a month, so if I hate it, it's fine? Or is like my beard ruined forever? You know, I want to know about these things. KO says, I have red hair. Blue, yeah, see, purple or green. Okay. These are good. These are all good suggestions. I like these. Hold on. Okay. This is part 3. Oh, we're getting the hair down. All right. See, already we've made, like, you look. Oh, we got the eyes done. All right.
Cord together.
Okay. So this is the hair. We're finishing the look here.
Literally, I do nothing fancy with this either. Turn it on. I let it sit to warm up.
KO says, you don't seem like a guy that needs the extra looks. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know. I have considered it though, because I don't know.
Skincare.
I didn't think I'd have a gray beard at this age. Okay, so we got these are the Elf. This is Elf product as well, huh?
What'd she call it? Skin prep.
Skin prep. Skin. Yeah, that is what she called it. It's not skincare. It's skin prep. Oh yeah. No, I forget that girl's accent.
Big tooth comb.
Okay.
Because
I like that.
gentle,
I have one of those for my beard.
and it's easier on your hair than a hairbrush.
Absolutely. It doesn't pull on the tangles quite as hard. And if you're putting like oil in your hair, it will work it through. Mine is made of horn.
Just brush that out. Get all my hair that's falling out.
I feel you there, girl. I'm with you.
And then I go around the ears.
Okay.
Paint up my hair.
I love the eyes, dude. I love that. I love the little
Sometimes
turn
I
up
use heat
at the
protectant.
whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there's a name for that.
My flat
So,
irons
at the
are
corner,
ready, so I'm just
love
going
that look.
to grab a piece of hair and drag this through.
Wow, look how fast that works too, man. Yeah, you got
Yes,
all the
the
tools.
underneath of my hair
You got this
shoulder.
whole system down flat, huh?
Cut it off.
No, don't cut it off.
And yes, I bevel my hair a bit
Okay.
for that fuller hair look.
Okay.
That's what I do. There's no secrets. No tricks.
This is a secret. This is the secret. Winged eyeliner
Lazy
is the
girl.
name of it. I love that look.
Get ready
The
with
winged
me.
eyeliner. Okay. Will says, I'm glad I'm not a woman. It seems like too much work. I wake up at 5 a.m., grab a shower, and I'm out the door by 5:20. Dude, for real? Like, I spend, like, probably 10 minutes on my beard at
Maybe I'd
least
take more
every
time
morning.
if I was
Sometimes
actually trying
a
to
little
get ready
more,
for, like, an event.
depending.
But I'm going
But yeah, it's about 10. For me, it's about 10 minutes.
So it's just a quick get ready. Oh,
Yes.
and there's COVID at my work again. I was
No.
Today's my first day back.
Oh, no.
So that'll be fine. I'll be wearing a mask.
Oh, man. That stinks. I can't believe we still have to worry about this. And you have to wear a mask on
So
your
we do
all
all
your
this
pretty
work
makeup
just
you
to,
just did. That's so
You know,
silly.
put a mask on our face.
Yeah. Man. Ugh. See, look how quick this comes together, man. That's awesome. Look at you.
I think I need to re-dye my hair.
Nah, I don't know. I won't comment on that. That's a personal preference thing. It looks great to me, however it is.
So I kind of just quickly.
KO says way too much work. I don't do anything. Tess says I hate getting ready. For real, it's ridiculous to be honest.
I just I don't have the patience to sit here and do all of the fancy things that the girlies do.
Dude, but you already have exhausted the patience. You've surpassed the patience of almost everyone in the chat already. Like, you've got, like, and really, like, it looks so, like, that's crazy how fast that works. The little, flattening iron? Is that what that is? Straightener? Flattening iron? I don't know. Some kind of tools. Okay.
Sure. That looks good.
Yeah.
And see, nobody just wakes up perfectly done up. It doesn't happen.
Sure.
Anybody who says they do, they're lying.
No, they do all this stuff first, and then they climb in bed after they've set up the camera recording, and then they roll sleepily over, and they're like, oh, good morning, like, they haven't been up for an hour doing makeup. KO says, take back your power, you are an effing beautiful woman. I know.
Because I doubt you want all of this slow nonsense.
No, I love this. See, now you could get huge doing this stuff on TikTok. Just put in the hashtag get ready with me. Think of a story you can tell that doesn't reveal any personal details at all. Like, don't even tell people the profession, the industry you work in, nothing. Don't give them any kind of hints, you know?
No,
and then
you'll
just have a
probably
little
also notice that I get
blip you can
makeup
talk
in
about
my hair
while you're doing
while
this,
I'm doing
and
my hair.
that's it. You got your channel.
Again, that's just me being lazy.
This is you being lazy right now? Come on.
Like, properly put my hair back.
Oh no, it looks great. Will says I wear a hard hat at work most of the time, so I wear a hat to and from work, so I don't worry about the hair much. I never was a hat person, but the hard hat messes it up, so I have to wear a hat. Yeah, that's true. The hard hat does kind of ruin the plan. Tess says I like the way I look with makeup, so I do it. Yeah, hey, I like the way you look too. It looks awesome. I love makeup, and then it's cool. You can kind of have a different looks every day and try different stuff out. I totally get it. I'm surprised that dudes don't do it more. I actually had a topic I was researching for about male makeup, so maybe I'll finish researching that one.
I want them to be not perfect.
Okay, so you got that slight curl to it to give that. See, man. See, these are the little tricks. I think a lot of girls don't know these tricks, and they would want to know them.
Do all that. If you guys want, I can make.
Will says I thought the hair looked great before straightening. See, I'm with you, brother. Like, I think that's how guys generally like. We feel like, you know.
I'm better at makeup than I am even hair.
Aw. But I think whether you want to go natural or makeup, I think guys are gonna like it either way. You know, just in general, I don't think guys.
But I'll give it another brush through.
Oh, see, look at that.
Okay.
Done, man. Crazy.
So
That was quick too. And filming it adds time too. Like I know that because of my other channel. Whenever you're filming doing something, it takes longer.
I guess I'll just send you guys a picture of the final.
All right. Well, hey, that was awesome. Thank you, Tess. That was great. She says I sent you the completed photos in DM. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. I think I closed the Discord. Oh, that was awesome, dude. Thank you for making that. That was cool. See, I think you could definitely have. Oh, there you are. Okay, hold on. How do I make that show? I have one of these somewhere. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There she is. There's the finished look, complete with the mask for work. Oh, I love it. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Well, hey, thank you so much. That was great. I think you definitely have a potential TikTok career in the making here, because people love to watch the get ready with me things. They love that kind of thing, and it is absolutely huge right now. So definitely keep going with it, and keep experimenting, because you know, and that's all I've done, and it seems to be working. My other channel's taking off. It's crazy. Caught me off guard a little bit, but this one, y'all, we got 3 new subscribers in the past few days. KO's new friend Tris joined us, and we have a couple other people who yeah, I don't know who they are. They're just people who found us because of the I think because of the viral fired over TikTok stream. So if you found us from that, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm Drew, and I'm extra. Crooked Orchid says, Tessa, that was wonderful. I was just saying you should be happy with your cute face. So many people have such a love-hate with their hair. If you don't have curly hair, you shouldn't try and hide it. See, and I think that's how everything is. You know, if you have the straight hair, you want the curly. If you have the curly hair, you want the straight. Blonde, want the brunette. Everyone's dyeing everything, going back and forth. I'm with you. But I like the idea of changing up our look, you know, just as people, guys and girls. You know, it's just fun. It's fun to switch up. I don't really have any way of doing that. I just put a different hat on, and that's about all of the style that I have going on in my life. Because it is just literally, I'm still wearing just like my work shirt and a hoodie, and so yeah, big props to the people who put in all of the work and the time, because I definitely could not. So thank you, Tess, for making that. Will says, where's your other channel? Oh, I'll post it. I'll post in the Discord. KO says, you are going to shave the face. No way. No. I could never. I love the beard too much. I couldn't shave it. But yeah. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything on the topic, because I think I had some funny ones. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a laid back thing today. We'd talk about those inspector guys channels, because that is just captivating to me. All these fancy new houses and all of the glaring mistakes that are wrong with them. But man, there is something satisfying about watching the Get Ready With Me videos. Just anything involving a before and after, I think just it makes humans happy. And those type of videos are so satisfying to watch. KO says, that was fun. Hey, I had fun too, man. I'm going to sleep on the couch with Chucky and Blue Bear. Well, hey, that's a good place to be. Hang out with little Chucky. I'm glad he's home. Chucky home from the vets. Hopefully that didn't cost you $1 bajillion. I know you were worried about the potential vet bill when you picked him up there. KO says, I can't believe those are building materials. Yeah, dude, man, the cardboard house is nuts. Oh, let's see if we have any. We have a little bit of 1942 left, so we'll polish that off. So, but hey, thank you guys for being in the chat and watching and being here for 50 streams, dude. I can't believe we've done 50 of these. I'm having fun, so you know, we'll keep it going. And apparently we're growing, and new people outside of the group are finding the stream, which is not something I expected to happen. But hey, thank you guys for being here. If you have no idea who I am and you're watching this, we are here every Monday and Friday. KO says, it was only $37. I overestimated. No way. $37. You mean $3,700. Or $370. Okay, I'm betting it was $370. Okay. All right. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad you overestimated, because I know you were worried it was going to be like $4,000 or something crazy. So that is good to hear, and I'm glad little Chucky Cat is doing okay. That's right. Grow and dream. That's right, KO. Absolutely. Cheers, y'all. Tess says no way. Yeah, I don't believe it either, dude. You can't even walk into the vet for less than $100 and some. It had to have been $370, right? I don't know. I get not wanting to say. That's okay. Don't feel pressured, KO. No problem. But hey, cheers, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. That is delicious. Well, hey, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we will have another one for you again on Monday. So, I appreciate you being here. And smack that like button. We'll see you on Monday night. Peace. Tess says chug chug. Okay, fine. Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah. We did it. Tess says thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tess. That chug was for you. You guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yo, 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 yo.